It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Tyler Anderson is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses as we get underway here at lovely Coors Field. These Rockies guys, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
A changeup over the inside corner.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
In now is Yasiel Puig, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third baseman, Justin.
In now, Justin Turner. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the 1st, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Next for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show, Saturday baseball, after this. Yu Darvish is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Vero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Now at the plate, Eric Hosmer. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. LeMahieu aboard here at first with nobody out. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Missed with a slider.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Forsythe has it onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
In now for Colorado, Nolan Arenado. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw to second, and he's out. But they do take the lead as 2 score on the play. Striding in for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. From the stretch, he pulls this one into right. Puig is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. The Rockies are out in front, 2-0. Next up for Los Angeles, Adam Duvall. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fastball in there for a called strike. High in the air out to center field. Blackman moves over, makes the play, one away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
No balls and a strike to count. Slow grounder to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting 7.
Now at the plate, Logan Forsythe. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A ball and no strikes.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
2 balls and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of the second. Colorado's out. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. And he got him.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And guys, I want to focus on the guy on the mound because he brings gold to the party, and I can't say enough how crisp and how effective a defense plays when the pitcher can field his position. There's nothing better than a pitcher who can help himself in the field.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. And a neck-high fastball that time. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 1 for 5. The 1-1. This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting 8, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Stepping up now, Jonathan Lucroy. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Tyler Anderson. Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Forsythe into shallow center. He can't get there as it falls in. Throw won't get him.
Boy, when you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher, you have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extended the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out, flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig's got a read on it, and that retires the side. 2 left for Colorado. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Stepping into the box, Giovanni Soto. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. First pitch coming. Here it is. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is taken for strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 9th, the pitcher.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Yu Darvish. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Hosmer has a play. 2 down. Digging in for his second at bat, Corey Seager. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA. They trail things here 2-0. Riding in once again, Eric Hosmer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
3-0 now. .30 pitch is in there for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Forsythe is there, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Ready for another chance, Charlie Blackmon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Line to the right side. Puig back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2
The
gone.
batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they hold a 2-0 lead. stepping in and ready for another shot. Justin Turner. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
One and one. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Dodgers are within a run. It's now 2-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One and one to the Dodgers' first baseman.
1-1.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Adam Duvall.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. At third, Arenado. And there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number 8, Brian Goodwin.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Goodwin. First offering on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
I'll tell you, that's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Logan Forsythe is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Goodwin on third with 2 out. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Dodgers claw back a bit on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Dodgers 1. Here's Carlos Gonzalez.
Up the fourth inning for the Rockies, right fielder Carlos Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Shortstop, Trevor.
Striding into the box, Trevor Story. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. The 1-0. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In is Gerardo Parra.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A bullet to first base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, catcher Jonathan Lucroy.
At the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Hit back, and this is off the second base bag, and they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
You know, Dero, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Swinging a ground ball to third. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. With runners in scoring position this season, LeMahieu brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Now the 1-0. This one's flared off to the right side. Weed coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
The first baseman, number 35.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 1-0. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Goodwin is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 4 base hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Rockies 3. Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping in now, Yu Darvish. Grounder down the line at third. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The batter, number 5, Corey Seager.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Seager. Last time through was a base hit. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Darvish on second. Seager is over at first with 1 away. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
From the stretch. Missed with a slider. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Soto is there. 1 down.
The batter, number 28, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2. High pop up. Seager is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 5.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Gonzalez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Digging in once again, Trevor Story. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Justin Turner will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
First baseman, number 35.
Digging in once again, Cody Bellinger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box, Adam Duvall. First pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now Zimmer with a swing and a deep drive to left. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. Adam Duvall puts a pair on the board with a home run. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Dodgers have come back to tie it at 3.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
0-1 the count. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Line softly toward the hole, and this is taken for the out. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Ready once again, Gerardo Parra. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Gerardo Parra.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
2-0 count. The pitch, the swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging. The 2-2 one more time. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
1 away now. Here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. First pitch on its way. Down the third baseline. And there's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 44, Tyler Anderson.
Ian Desmond will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Desmond.
And he takes ball 1. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 3-0 now.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, DJ LeMahieu. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into second, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Desmond over at second. LeMahieu on at first with 2 down. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's now 6-3.
Well, he was 0 for in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One-0 count. Here it is. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
2-2.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And we take a look there at the Rockies leaders in that category as he currently sits 3rd on the team. Ready for another chance? Nolan Arenado. He got under one and popped out his last time up. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. Ryu, a 6'3" left-hander. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
And he'll be back in standing up. Here comes another 0-2. Popped him up. Bellinger moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. As they've doubled up now, it's 6-3. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 0.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A ball and a strike now. And it's 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Adrian Gonzalez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 5, Corey Seager.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Corey Seager. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. I'm set with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now. It'll be the 6'7" righty Brandon McCarthy. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Ground ball right into the shift. Taken in by Forsythe. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor.
Digging in to try it again, Trevor Story. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. Bullet back up the middle. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
In is Gerardo Parra. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. That's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This one's down to third. And that's the second out.
The pitcher, 0-0, Adam Ottavino.
Raimel Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 68, Raimel Tapia.
Neck-high fastball that time. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And this is in the dirt, but Soto's able to knock it down. Story, the runner at third. Parra at second with 2 gone. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
From the belt, kicks and deals. This is line to left, into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the third out. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Carlos Estevez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
54, Carlos Estevez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasiel Puig. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. A 1-1 count to Puig. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin.
Riding in once again, Justin Turner. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Gonzalez will put this one away for round number 2. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy. He's 2 for 4. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Soft liner towards first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
First baseman, number 35, Eric.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Waiting on it is Goodwin.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy. He's 1 for 4. The 1-0 delivery to third. On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Colorado as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Adam Duvall will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Greg Holland takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 56, Greg Holland.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez is there. Makes the play. 1 away. Well, the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He went down on strikes last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. One out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Logan Forsythe. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Gonzalez on the run. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
6-3 the final score today. The Colorado Rockies rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one. Tyler Anderson earned his 5th win of the year. Greg Holland records the save, his 14th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 6 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 8 hits with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game RTD trains on the C lines of Mineral and the E lines of Lincoln are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available outside Gate B on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Chris Stratton is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Ready now, Cesar Hernandez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike 1. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see the werewolf, Jason Worth, take the field. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
Here's Jason Worth. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. This one's down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, I was fortunate to play 2 years in this ballpark and call it my home, AT&T Park. And one thing I'll tell you is, as a right-handed hitter, get going opposite field into the bay out of your head, because it's not happening. You have to keep the line drive approach. And this park plays 2 different ways. Day game, the ball will fly a little bit to left. Night game, stay on the attack, stay big part of the field, up the middle the other way, and you'll have success.
In there, and it's 0-1. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's 0 for 4. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needed one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Franco has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But bye-bye, baby. The Giants get one on the home run by Buster Posey. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Giants are off to an early 1-0 lead. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Up next will be Nick Williams, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Williams swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". Comes into the day as the second leading vote getter amongst left fielders in All-Star fan balloting, so we may see him in the Midsummer Classic this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. And that's the third out. Phillies down in order. It remains 1. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Coming in is Williams. He's got it one away.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Levine is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Pereira comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Third baseman, Pablo.
Digging in the switch hitter, Pablo Sandoval. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1 strike.
1-1. And he fouls this one off. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Wonderful shot there over the top of the Golden Gate Bridge. Back now on the show for the start of the 3rd inning.
Leading off for Philadelphia, third baseman number 7.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Bronco.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Freddie Galvis. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. Set to get his day started, Jared Eichhoff, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Boy, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he expends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. The 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And there's one down now. Next to bat for the Giants, Chris Stratton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a curveball in for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
And that misses, ball 1. Span, playing here in his age 34 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Giants down in order. They lead it 1-0. Here's Jason Worth. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
First baseman number 17.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. And that one just missed outside.
No strike.
Now the 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly would have got them on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Levine comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. Flied out in his first at bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Striding in once again, Andrew Knapp. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Ball one. This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And he's in safely at third as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
So he's unable to wiggle out of danger, and we're all knotted up.
And as a former pitcher, I know how painful that is. He's 1 out away from ending the inning, and he gives up an RBI triple. Nice job by the offense cashing in. Now they've got a good chance to take the lead.
Standing in now, Michael Franco, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit sharply on the ground. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phils get just one despite this RBI triple. Bottom of the fourth coming up. All tied at 1-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Panic set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Here's Buster Posey now. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Oh, he might not. This ball's kicked out there. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Ready for another chance? Max Kepler. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Belt, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Softly hit out to short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Now in the box, Freddie Galvis. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. The relay, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Into the box now, Jared Eichhoff. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. (0-1). Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Kepler looks up, and it's gone into the arcade section. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, with 1 out and a runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run. But he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
How about it?
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Playing 11.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in once again, Jason Worth. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty B, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1 Philly. Leading off the inning, Jack Levine, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Popped high in the air. Franco over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford,
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Ryder Jones up next. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Jones bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He's a second-year big leaguer. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that's going to get down out there. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Second baseman, number 12.
Here's Joe Panik as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. So in now for San Francisco, Buster Posey, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Worth is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. San Francisco leads this one 4-3. Derek Law takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Josh Osich
comes on now, and this move will force the switch hitter to bat from the right side.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Nick Williams is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0. There's a low changeup that's laid off. Hoskins gets his lead at first, nobody out. drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, now is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike one. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Pickoff move to second, and he's back easily. Now a bunt attempt here. And they put the tag on him for the out, but meanwhile both runners are able to move up the base. Ready for another shot now. Maikel Franco 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Freddie Galvis 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
The 0-2 home. Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jared Eichhoff.
Tommy Joseph, we called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Span is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tight run.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 43, Adam Warren.
Ready once again, Brandon Belt. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. And that's in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jack Levine. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here in San Francisco, Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Will Smith is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch on its way, And a foul tip held onto here at strike one. And he takes strike two. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Odubel Herrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball one. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball two. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Just keeping him floating. Here's Jason Worth as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. His career line against Will Smith, a very impressive 5 for 6. The 1-0 misses, ball two.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-0 to him now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that one right down Main Street. The 3-1 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. So striding in, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Missed with a slider.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Ground ball foul down the left side. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Line drive to left. Levine is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Wow, he thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melancon as he'll take over on the mound.
Number 41, Mark Melancon.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. One 1-0 count. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
He jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. High and deep to center field. Back goes Span to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And it's 1-1. head-to-head with Adam Warren, batting .500, 4 for 8. The 1-1. Popped him up. Hoskins is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 35.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Crawford. He singled his last time up. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2. Henry Hoskins will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17.
High fastball is in there. Comes into play here at 273. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants.
Digging in once again, Andrew Knapp.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strickland, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the 18th round back in the draft of 2007.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Michael Franco. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Line drive to center field. Span is there. Let's see if they try it.
The pitcher, number 43.
Rajay Davis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25. Rajay Davis.
And that misses for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Davis slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit down the third base line. Davis waits on the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Kepler has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But I don't think he had designs on even really trying it as he retreats with 2 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit out towards second. From his knees, the throw. Throw on to first is in time.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 57, Lee.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. 0-2, here it is. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Galvis takes it in. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Striding in once again, Joe Pennant. He singled and drove home 2 his last time.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, Dero, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Hit hard to third. And this gets right under his glove. A costly mistake there.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. The 2-1 home. It's the outside corner for the second strike. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
That evens it up 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Giants leave a couple, and it remains. Corey Guerin comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out. Here's Jason Worth. It was a walk in his last trip. David Peralta will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
First baseman number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The San Francisco Giants used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chris Stratton gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jared Eichroft takes the loss, only his first of the year. Corey Garrett burns the save out of the bullpen, his 10th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.